my beloved brothers and sisters of Burkina Faso, and to all viewers across the globe, we unite today with pride and solidarity. For many years we were told it was impossible. We were told we lacked wealth, relied too much on others, and were too weak to build something of this scale without foreign loans or imposed conditions. So-called specialists from the IMF, USAID, and the European Union dismissed our ambitions as unrealistic. But we are Africans. We carry within us the legacy of Sankara, the spirit of self-reliance, and the essence of pride. Today, that very spirit, that has constructed a massive canal built solely by our own hands, using our own resources, driven by our own determination. This canal is more than a path for water. It is a path for hope. It will water our crops, nourish our people, and generate thousands of jobs. It stands as proof to every child in Burkina Faso that we can achieve greatness when we believe in ourselves and unite as one. We never needed to submit to foreign powers or give away our sovereignty. We never had to exchange our pride for their so-called help. We accomplished this on our own because we are a free and independent people. We rejected colonization by debt and reliance. Today, I tell every citizen of Burkina Faso this is just the beginning. From farmlands to factories, from rural communities to bustling cities, we shall shape a new tomorrow with our own power. Let this canal serve as a message to the world. Burkina Faso will rise through its own strength. Thank you. Long live our people. Long live our revolution. Long live Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, a modest landlocked country in West Africa, has amazed the international community by completing a 78-kilometer canal without help from the International Monetary Fund, USAID, or the European Union, defying Western assumptions and proving that foreign aid is not a requirement for progress. This impressive achievement has caught global attention, prompting many to ask how Burkina Faso succeeded in such a remarkable undertaking. In this video, we explore the full scope of the project, its difficulties and victories, making this canal a global talking point. Join us as we reveal the inspiring story behind this exceptional development and explore the impact it may have on the future of Burkina Faso and other African countries. For generations, global institutions like the IMF and Western powers have been viewed as essential sources of financial support, especially in times of crisis or when undertaking major construction efforts. But Burkina Faso's recent completion of a large-scale canal without any foreign support has shocked the world. This historic accomplishment raises the question: should countries begin to rethink their dependence on IMF and Western assistance, and instead seek new, independent paths to growth and sustainability? Let us further examine the driving forces behind this major shift and how Burkina Faso's creative strategy may serve as a symbol of hope and direction for other nations aiming to shape their own futures and pursue prosperity. The newly opened Canal, named in honor of the late Thomas Sankara, celebrated Burkina military leader renowned for his Pan-African ideals and revolutionary stance, extends over 78 kilometers from the Baga Dam in the Sahel region to the fertile and more densely populated south, where the capital city, Ouagadougou, lies. It not only showcases Burkina Faso's technical ability, but also reflects its resolve to rise above past obstacles and claim self-sufficiency. The canal was completed at an estimated cost of $43 million, modest compared to the vast promise it brings. It is worth highlighting that the entire project was carried out by Burkina engineers, a remarkable accomplishment for a country that once depended heavily on foreign specialists for major projects. The entire effort was managed domestically, highlighting the progress and maturity of the nation's engineering capabilities. This bold undertaking is part of a broader strategy known as the Mega Canal Project, designed to utilize the plentiful water resources from the White Volta River for both farming and industrial growth. The project originated in 2003, initially envisioned during the leadership of former President Bla1. However, substantial advancements only began after the current government assumed power in 2020, despite facing multiple hurdles, including safety issues and doubt from international allies. The administration stayed committed to the project's advancement, recognizing it as a vital component of national progress. The canal's opening ceremony was attended by several top-ranking dignitaries, including the president of neighboring Togo, Fagnassingbé, and the Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni. Their attendance highlighted the importance of the project, not only to Burkina Faso but also to the greater region. The event represented the conclusion of years of relentless effort, commitment, and resilience by the people of Burkina Faso, who proved that firm determination can make even the most daring visions reality. Looking ahead, the nation sees the canal's successful completion as a symbol of what is possible when a country puts its own development first and takes full ownership of its future. Burkina Faso's choice to construct the canal has long-term effects on its path forward. By expanding agricultural productivity, the nation can cut down on imports and strengthen its economy. Access to water for irrigation will boost rural development, create employment, and improve living standards for its people. Beyond immediate economic gains, the canal reflects a deeper transformation. It marks a rebalancing of power, as Burkina Faso boldly declares independence from foreign aid and expertise. The project displays the country's growing confidence in directing its own progress and setting its own agenda. This self-governed momentum is a major leap toward defining Burkina Faso's future according to its own goals and values, unburdened by outside control or dependence. One essential factor behind Burkina Faso's resolve to pursue its own path is the realization that international aid and loans often carry hidden conditions. By steering clear of IMF involvement in Western-financed projects, the country has preserved its independence and avoided potential exploitation or the enforcement of restrictive policies. This careful strategy reflects a deeply held wish to protect national autonomy and ensure that development projects reflect the country's distinct priorities and interests. Burkina Faso's journey offers an important lesson to other countries working to navigate the challenges of foreign assistance in the global economic system. It emphasizes the need to carefully evaluate the conditions tied to external support to avoid unwanted influence or the compromising of national goals. By forging its own path, Burkina Faso has presented a powerful model for the world, proving that self-guided progress is achievable and that it is possible to resist pressure to adhere to externally defined norms. As Burkina Faso continues to benefit from its independently led development, it stands ready to shine as a model for other African nations, looking to escape dependency and pursue a future of autonomy and prosperity. The successful realization of the Canal project is proof of what can be achieved when a country embraces fresh ideas, leverages local talent, and remains dedicated to national advancement through investment in infrastructure, development of human capital, and the promotion of sound governance. Burkina Faso has set the stage for a brighter tomorrow, one that motivates other African nations aiming to reach similar milestones in self-sustained development. A key reason behind Burkina Faso's pursuit of this ambitious effort is its strategic location within the Sahel region, a semi-arid zone stretching across Africa from Senegal to Eritrea. The Sahel is marked by challenging weather patterns, including irregular rainfall that often leads to drought and food shortages. Understanding the urgent need to secure stable water supplies for its people, Burkina Faso has committed significant resources to water infrastructure, particularly dams and irrigation. The Baga Dam, located in the northern part of the country, was built in the 1980s and stands among Africa's largest earth-filled dams. It serves as a critical water reservoir, delivering life-sustaining resources to the nation. However, distributing this vital water across the country, especially to the southern regions where farming thrives, remains a challenge. The newly constructed canal plays a key role in this system, ensuring that water from the Baga Dam reaches areas where it can support crop growth and livestock needs. Through this investment, Burkina Faso seeks to increase farm output, lessen the impact of drought, and raise living conditions for its rural communities that rely heavily on agriculture. Despite obstacles such as security issues and limited finances, the government made the canal a top priority. Fully aware of its potential to drive national growth, the project is expected to significantly raise agricultural productivity, create employment, and help reduce poverty in one of the continent's least economically developed nations. Furthermore, the canal's reach will go beyond farming. It will support industrial expansion and deliver water for domestic use in growing urban centers. Burkina Faso's commitment to this canal demonstrates its dedication to economic diversification and reducing reliance on the fragile Sahel region, where climate shifts and violence from extremist groups remain persistent threats. The project reflects the administration's larger blueprint for progress, one that values effective water management and the modernization of agriculture. By utilizing the waters of the White Volta River, Burkina Faso aims to establish itself as a key player in regional agriculture and industry, fueling economic growth and elevating the well-being of its population. Despite the strides made, the country still faces several hurdles in its pursuit of lasting development. Issues such as food shortages, poor healthcare, and limited education access persist. Burkina Faso is still highly reliant on foreign aid, which can at times hinder its ability to carry out homegrown plans. Additionally, the effects of climate change, droughts, and floods remain constant threats to both food availability and economic security. To overcome these obstacles, Burkina Faso must continue building resilient infrastructure, promote accountable leadership, and broaden its economy beyond the risks of the Sahel region. By focusing on these key areas, the country can forge a stable and prosperous path forward, while also contributing to Africa's broader development goals. In summary, the recently completed canal stands as a powerful symbol of hope and empowerment for Burkina Faso and other African nations aspiring to break the cycle of poverty and embrace self-reliance. By putting local skills first, welcoming new ideas, and steering its own development journey, Burkina Faso has set an admirable example for the global community. As it continues to benefit from this hard-earned progress, the country becomes a glowing example of what can be achieved through resolve, effort, and a firm dedication to national progress. This project's successful outcome is a reflection of persistence and the indomitable spirit of the Burkina people. The canal's influence on farming, industry, and rural upliftment is expected to transform the country's economy and enrich the lives of its people. Moreover, executing the project without foreign funding signals a broader movement among African nations to take charge of their growth and resist the pull of outside pressures. As Burkina Faso celebrates this outstanding success, it encourages other African states to follow a similar path, paving the way for greater independence and prosperity across the continent. The future holds promise for Burkina Faso, and this new canal stands as a strong emblem of the country's steady pursuit of advancement, self-rule, and a better life for its citizens. Thank you for tuning in to African Spotlight 24, your trusted source for the stories of Africa as they happen and when they matter most. If today's feature brought you value, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you stay updated on important stories across the continent. We're here to educate, motivate, and uplift the voice of Africa. And this is just the beginning. Until next time, stay informed, stay proud, and stay present where Africa speaks for itself.